Hello everyone, this is my ideal client market identification screencast for ENT at 645. This has been an interesting project to work through as I'm kind of looking forward to future assignments that we're going to be doing. I continually want to keep going back to this and updating it, so I think I'm just going to go on and turn in the screencast and hopefully be able to develop this more as I'm able to more clearly define and determine what my ideal client and market identifications are for both the property caretaking and the local market. I went through first and tried to do a little bit more research about the different parameters that we were kind of looking at for our ideal clients and then just define them in my own terms. The demographics around Saluda, and this is coming from a U.S. Census Bureau, a lot of information, and there's several marketing um, electronic documents that I've read that specifically deal with Saluda. For both the property caretaking and the local market, we were trying to suggest that an age range as wide as 21 to 75 would be kind of a very wide market to look at. The average age, though, of the Saluda population is 45.7. So as we're developing our marketing material as a business, we're incorporating that this is probably the average and most likely size and age range of the people that we're going to be reaching out towards. For the property caretaking business and for the local market, then we've tried to focus on Saluda residents. And those residents, from a property caretaking standpoint, they get broken up into a rural resort dweller and a silver and gold homeowners, which would be some of the nicer homes in Saluda. Geographically, Saluda, North Carolina is in Polk County. Polk County is part of western North Carolina. So not only are we looking at targeting the locals first, but then we're going to look at the foothills, and we're going to look further south because Saluda, North Carolina is the first set of mountains that one encounters when you're traveling northbound on Interstate 26 or coming up 176. Which are the two major roads that one has to use to be able to come from down south anywhere up north. Specifically, we're looking also at the Spartanburg and Greenville areas of South Carolina because both of those roadways run up to Saluda, so they are borderline local. I'm still trying to develop what exactly are psychographic trends will be, because as we have realized with the local market, the Saluda locals tend to have one psychographic profile, while we notice, and this is getting into some of the positioning grid analysis questions that I've been asking, a lot of the tourists that are coming up to the area would not have fit the psychographic parameters that I once had. So basically I just have this in here to kind of fill the space for the time being, as I can kind of differentiate between those two, the local crowd, which seems to be a little bit more of a well-educated, most of them are business owners in Saluda or in the surrounding area, that have a particularly invested interest in local products and the kind of higher scale wine and beer that we have as compared to the Dollar General and the gas stations, which are carrying domestics. Behavior graphics kind of go along with some of those things as well. So the U.S. Census Bureau information has been extremely helpful in research, as well as those the Saluda advertising and marketing material that has been released. So a lot of these numbers are based off of some of the advertising that we do currently, and so through Facebook we have over 1,000 friends that we can directly reach. We participate with Saluda Lifestyle articles, and their distribution is about for 300 people, and the Tryon Daily Bulletin is much larger. Both Saluda Lifestyles, the Tryon Daily Bulletin, and a few other of the places that we advertise with currently, it's been challenging to take into account not only their physical distribution reach, but also with that distribution, they put an online magazine up and they maintain Facebook and other social media. So the reach, I think, could be more than these figures, but I wasn't sure what math to do to try and come up with a realistic number. The direct word of mouth has been the most helpful as far as audience reach for us thus far. It's built a very strong local following, which we have found is keeping the businesses sustained when we are not in a more seasonal busy point like the summer. So through my work at Green River Adventures and the Gorge, I'm able to direct people to the shop. Through my dad working at Wildflower Bake Shop as their cashier, he's able to direct people to the shop. And then through the rest of our family participation with the farmers markets, the business itself, and the property caretaking, we've been able to kind of, with the property caretaking, double dip with those customers that are our property caretaking customers. They help build that relationship so they also shop with us when they're in town. So for the property caretaking business, a lot of the people that we work with simply don't have time to do regular maintenance on their property. So a lot of what we do, especially during the summer, is maintaining the overall appearance of the property so that it's pleasant for the homeowners to come to during the summer. We're doing pre-arrival setups, and we're also cleaning up after they leave so that they can thoroughly enjoy their time here. Most of the renters that come into the area, of course, don't want to work at all while they're there because it's like renting a hotel room. So those usually involve a little bit more of the pre and post care. And something that we found that really helped us out with the relationship and positive experience aspect, because people were hesitant at one point to have, I mean, we were strangers when we would talk on the phone and we were building that relationship, that we would take a lot of pictures and then email those photographs to the homeowners, and that really seemed to set a lot of their frustrations or worries at ease, and they really enjoyed being able to see the progress and the work as we worked on their property and kind of live vicariously through those pictures. They also became part of one of our more successful property caretaking items, which is the security checks. So that wraps up my ideal client and market identification. I'm going to kind of consider this, although I've been working on it for a while, a rough draft, because I'm noticing as we start moving through the rest of the assignments, I'm wanting to go back and change this and make it more specific, maybe even to the point where it would be more realistic for me to have one ideal client for property caretaking and then identify a different ideal client for the local market. Thanks for watching my screencast, and I look forward to all the feedback.